So my name is Terri Allen, and this is my story. So, gosh, I was in my bath one night. I was taking a bath. And I have to say, when I was taking a bath, there were a lot of things going through my mind. At the time, I was feeling lonely. At the time, I was feeling like a failure. I didn't feel like I was able to balance all the roles I was expected to play. So the role of mother, the role of wife, and the role of a businesswoman. And my marriage was failing at the time. And as I was relaxing in the tub, because that was my escape, so taking a bath was, for me, was an escape from the troubles that I was having. But while I was taking a bath, I found a lump, and I didn't know what it was. So I called my mom, who was a nurse for 25 years, and I explained to her that I had this lump, and so she was asking me questions about it. You know, was it hard? How big was it? And as I was explaining the lump to her, she got really quiet, and that scared me. Because my mom was always the one, she was always the kind of mom that, man, if you ever got a cut or scrape or broke anything, she just told you, oh, just suck it up and I'll put a Band-Aid on it. But I don't think there was any Band-Aid that was gonna fix the situation. So I set up an appointment with a doctor, a general surgeon, he tried to take a fine needle biopsy so they could, determine whether or not it was cancerous. They couldn't get enough tissue, so they couldn't make a determination that day. And so what they wanted me to do was to go and have surgery. And there was no way in hell that I was gonna have someone cut me open and not know coming out of that surgery if I was gonna still have a breast or not. So I got a second opinion, which a friend recommended me do, And I was so thankful that I did, because I went to Norris Cancer Center, and they did a core tissue biopsy, so they were able to take out enough tissue and determine that not only did I have one mass, but I had two. And so I was stage 2 breast cancer, and I was only 36. And I wasn't expecting it. As far as my family and health history goes, I was expecting heart disease. My father had a couple heart attacks, and that was down the road for me. That wasn't something, cancer wasn't something that was on my mind. So this blindsided me, and I didn't know how to prepare for it. But my mom was there by my side, and she became my healthcare advocate. And I truly believe that she was my angel. So you need someone by your side as you go through this experience. Because even though this was essentially the beginning of my breast cancer journey, my will to fight this had already weakened. And so she was by my side to ask the right questions, to get the right information, and to help me navigate through the system. And as we know, that system gets more complicated every day. So I met with an amazing plastic surgeon, and he assured me that everything was going to be okay. And I put my faith in him, and I had what's called a tram flap procedure. So they ended up giving me a tummy tuck, which is great. Stretch marks that I had down here were now up here. And at least after the surgery, I knew, for me personally, I was still going to remain whole. And that was really important to me. It was an 8-hour procedure, so it was quite extensive. And it was really painful afterwards. It wasn't an easy recovery, and I felt pretty weak. So I got through the surgery and I recovered, and then after that, just to be safe, I had to have 6 cycles of chemotherapy. I didn't have any lymph node involvement, but the oncologist felt that it was the best course of treatment at the time, and of course I didn't know any better, so I just went along with what the doctor prescribed. In the meantime, the doctor said, if for some reason you get depressed during this time, I'm more than willing to write a prescription for antidepressants for you. And I wasn't going to go that route.